Whoops. Bear with me a second. I didn't get my intro in. Okay, welcome in, Renegade. Sorry, I'm just like all over the place right now trying to deal with this game at the same time. And yeah, so I got sidetracked, forgot to put up my intro, but welcome in. Are you guys ready to become crypto millionaires is the question for today. And I'm going to tell you how that's possible with the internet computer and the ICP coin. So right now, ICP is sitting at $7, like $6.99. And so even if it was sitting at $10, if you held $50,000 worth of ICP, there's a very good possibility that it is going to 20x from there to about $200. But I would think if you got in at $7 right now, and ICP goes to say $150, you're going to either be a millionaire or very close to a millionaire. And I learned this in the first bull market when it came to altcoins. There was a big period like this where everything just went down. And I just got like, upset that I didn't make the money that I thought I was going to. And so I took the crypto out. And then I would have turned 10,000 into 100,000 there. So if you take that logic, with $50,000, even if it only goes to $70, you're going to have $500,000. So anywhere from 50 to, I would say 75,000, you're going to become a millionaire in 1 year. And so the only way to do that is to either put a lump sum of money in when it's at $6. This is the only time where I would actually put $10,000 to $15,000 in the market right now. Right now is the time that you need to be loading your bags, whether this lasts for the next month or until November. We're going to see significant pumps throughout the entire market. We haven't seen any altcoins do anything. And this is when people start not believing in next year. And that's why they do this. This is the only way that they can shake out people that aren't necessarily weak hands, but those people who really believed in crypto for a long time got beat down by the market. The price goes down, they're losing money in the short term, and so they freak out and they leave crypto. And so you have to understand what crypto you're investing in first. And that's why I chose ICP for this bull run. My big investment last bull run was the Graph and Bitcoin. And both of those panned out. Graph would have panned out a lot better. And that's why my last video, we looked at like Cardano, we looked at Algorand, we looked at the big gainers from the last bull market, and they just didn't seem like they were, as good of bets. You're going to 5x your money or whatever, but yeah, it's not guaranteed, but that's what I see happening is these little gains. So I really think if you guys look at the internet computer, do your research. I know most of you already here do, but this is for people who do not hold or are thinking about holding or thinking about selling or thinking about, trading their ICP for other cryptos. This is not the time to do that. That would have been like 2023. That you would have wanted to do that when the market's down, decide what cryptos you're going to hold for this bull market and then follow that plan. And I myself am going to either at least have 100K up to 250K. That is my target goal for this next year in 1 year. So whatever happens, I'm willing to bet $10,000 on ICP. I think it's a very safe risk. I could put $10,000 in the lottery and then probably lose everything, or scratch tickets or something like that. But I think if you want to make investments, you can invest in stocks, but there's just not a lot of money to the upside anymore, unless you get a stock that's like just starting out, is going to be Tesla in 5 years, and nobody knows what that's going to be, right? So my thought process is that I am going to invest in the best possible crypto that I can, the one that has the biggest outreach across the globe, which is the ICP hubs. We're going to be doing a lot of videos with them going forward. They've supported me through my project, through content. I've had the hubs on the channel, and that's just another reason. All the technical capabilities probably go over people's head, but that's one of the main things you want to look at for a project. If it's just a shell project, it does like one cool thing. It could do pretty good for a while. Look what happened to Cardano with the smart contracts. That's why Cardano's not going to do that well this bull run. I thought it was one of the best cryptos there was, and I'll still invest a little bit of money in Cardano, but as for most of my portfolio, it's going to be an ICP, and that is just plain and simple because I have researched ICP for 3 years now. When they asked me to make a video on ICP, like when Dom did his 40-second like explain ICP video, I did that without having to research anything. It's all just experience. And so my bet, and this isn't 100%, guys, I'm not saying we're all going to become rich, but the possibility with ICP, from my technical analysis of the entire market cap to the price to where we've been before, to my chart patterns, to the fundamental analysis when it comes to the network nervous system, the amount of ICP that is locked up, I think has to be the highest of any crypto that there is, that's locked up, that cannot be accessed. And then every 11th of every month, a little bit of that becomes unlocked, and more of that, the neurons are for 8 years. So the amount of ICP being staked is held for longer, which means it can't be sold. So if you understand economics and you understand supply and demand, so we have a winner here. We have the chart saying we could go up to $150 to $200. We have the fundamental where it's rebuilding the internet on Web3. We have the NNS, which has half of the supply locked up in staking, and a lot of that for 8 years. So when you look at all of those things combined, you have to at least admit that it's something that you should look at and something you should research if you're going to be putting money into the market. And so I believe that I will become a millionaire with ICP. It's not going to happen this bull run for me. I don't have enough assets in it. I am going to be earning some more ICP for some work that I'm going to be doing. So that's going to help add to my 1100 ICP, which I want to get that, at least to 2,000 before next year. That's my goal, is to have 2,000, and then I can have anywhere between $100,000 and $250,000 in the next bull market. So if I can collect, like if I can win this 40-second video contest, that'll be 50 ICP. So that'll put me at 1150. I'll be buying a little bit of ICP, not a lot, maybe just a couple a week or something of what I can afford. And then I'll be doing some content for some ICP. So I'm trying to get up to 2,000. So, and then what I'm going to do is sell next year. I'm going to take probably, if I make 250K, I'm going to take 100K, whatever it is, I'm going to take about 30% as profit. And then I'm going to take the rest, and I'm going to wait about a year and a half, and then invest in the next market. And then I'll become a millionaire. It'll be like, probably I'll at least have somewhere between 80 to 100,000 to put in the next bull market. So if ICP say goes to like $16 the next bull market, well, however much 80 to 100K dollars that, I can get in ICP, that's the amount that I'm going to have for the next bull market. So let's take some questions before we get started. This video, I don't have a whole lot of news. I have a killer thumbnail, but like there's not a lot of news going on in the market right now, but I did find some interesting stuff happening. It's very bullish for ICP, and it's something I think we need a lot more of, and we'll go into that in a minute. What's up, Ham? Happy weekend. Yeah, this weekend's going to be fun for me. I'm just working all the time. I work almost every day. Sunday is my only day off. It's like church and family day, if I can even go to church, because I'm so tired from working all week. But I'm trying to make it this week, hopefully. I found a good church where I moved here. So what's up, Foxfire? Good to see you. Damien, long time. I'd love to see my longtime people here and new people too. Oh, I know you have a ton of ICP though. Like some people have like 8 to 10,000 ICP. If you have 10,000 ICP, you're going to become a millionaire. Like there's no doubt in my mind. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but any doubt in my mind, no, you're going to be a millionaire. And I can't wait to see the first millionaire born on my channel. That is going to be my victory moment, because when I started this channel, it was because I was making a shit ton of money with Bitcoin. This was 2020. And then I didn't start making content until 2021. I bought Bitcoin at 8,000, and then it went up to like 40K. And I was like, damn, I need to tell people like about Bitcoin because I'm making hella money here. And then my goal was to have a millionaire born on my channel. And so Foxfire, if you're going to be the very first millionaire born on my channel, that would be awesome. I know a few other of you guys. I think Damien has a lot. You guys actually have more ICP than I do, which is crazy because I've been trying to hold it as long as I can. But a lot of things happened in the bear market where I had to sell. I sold like 2,000 ICP from like 20 down. And that was only because I earned it from content. So if I would have had 2,000 ICP, that'd be, 3,000 that I'd have right now. And that'd be worth $21,000. But still, if you have 10,000 ICP, that's 70K right now. You're going to become a millionaire. Like that is pretty, possible. So if you invest 50K in one of around 100 tokens, you'll likely become a millionaire, including ICP. And I know that's a very broad thing, but those reasons that I just said about 5 minutes ago, all the technical capabilities of ICP, the amount of ICP locked up, and all of those other reasons, and my analysis, my thousands and thousands of days of research, well, about 1,000 days of research. So that's pretty interesting to know. 1,000 days of research on a crypto. So 210 ICP to become a millionaire. I need to buy around 200, 250 or more throughout this year. Yeah. And I'm going to earn as much ICP like I earned CKB from making content. I'm just keeping it all. I earned some Polygon for doing a YouTube educational seminar that I didn't even know I was going to do. Someone asked me to do it and like paid me $50 in Polygon. And I'm just going to keep, doing stuff like that and do that. So he said, I sold all my cryptos when ICP was under $3 to invest in ICP. And like I said, if you're doing it at the bottom like that, I mean, it's a pretty smart thing to do, especially ICP went 7X after that. And if you look at a lot of other cryptos, they didn't 7X. CKB did really well, but I wouldn't sell CKB, but a lot of other crypto. I mean, Jasmy had a crazy pump too. So I mean, I'd watch Jasmy as well, but I think a lot of us are going to become very, very well off, especially the guys who've been at the channel for a long time, because if you're following the channel, that means you're holding ICP still. And we're going to make money. And I just can't wait. And I'm trying to tell everybody. I wanted my brother to be invested. I got my pastor's son to be invested in Washington. Random people that I meet, I just tell them about ICP. And I'm like, do research. Look at this crypto. Look at my videos. And then decide if it's the right investment for you. Because I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a very, very educated, very experienced trader. And this is the big news. Let's get right into it. I'm going to give you the big news right away. So this is huge, guys, for ICP, for everybody. And I can't wait to see Altcoin Daily doing more ICP content. Now, this is on Sin City Crypto, but this is Altcoin Daily. He is, I believe, the biggest influencer in crypto. Coin Bureau might overtake them, and there might be another one I don't know about, but he is the biggest crypto influencer out there. BitBoy Crypto was close at one time and maybe had more all around social media presence, but there's Kyle Langham right here. So on Sin City Crypto, we have Altcoin Daily. We have Kyle Langham from Definity, from the Internet Computer, the biggest contributor to the Internet Computer. And they are talking about ICP. He went on about Chain-Key Bitcoin because they were, talking about Bitcoin a lot, talking about Michael Saylor. I kind of skimmed through this whole video, but it's very bullish. If we can get Altcoin Daily, we can get these other channels making some fire content about ICP. I think they talked way too much about Bitcoin. The title is Cardano and ICP Crypto News, but they talked about Bitcoin, which is cool because ICP is integrated with Bitcoin, and having Kyle Langham on this platform with Altcoin Daily. I hope they talked, and I hope we see Kyle Langham on Altcoin Daily, unless he's already been on there and I don't know it, but that's huge news. We need all of the big crypto influencers talking about ICP, talking about Chainky Bitcoin, talking about the NNS. I think that's something they don't talk about enough. One of my favorite things about crypto is staking. Because in the traditional banking system, you can get 1 to 2% interest on your money, and inflation is going to outperform your interest. So you're going to be losing money because of inflation. Even if you're saving money, the price of things goes up. So you're basically just breaking even with 1 to 2%. If you're even breaking even, inflation might even be higher than that. So what you really have to think about is, man, am I getting 18%? Or I think it was 18, but I think it was 15, whatever it is now, probably 15, 14, somewhere around there. But 14% interest is unheard of. That beats inflation, that gives you a profit, and you also get to contribute to the governance of the internet computer. You get to decide what they let happen on the internet computer. It's a democracy. So you can also build dApps. You can do all sorts of different incredible things. You can do cross-chain collaboration, cross-chain integration, and much, much more. So the internet computer is not going to be overlooked this bull run. Not with Kyle at the helm, not with, Dominic Williams at the helm. And hold on. I want to just take a second. I thanked a bunch of people on Twitter. I always forget people. Railman, shout out to you. You're a good dude. Hank, shout out to you. Just had to say that. Oscar's back. Jasmine, we might do a Jasmine. 60 cents to $1. What do you think? So, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the charts, but there is a lot that's interesting, but ICP to me it's the only one that makes sense that I'm going to make a shit ton of money this bull market. Other ones, there's a chance, but I'm just convinced ICP is going to succeed, especially that move so fast to $21. ICP can pump crazy. So we might just see it go from like 50 to 150 in like a couple months. That's what I'm expecting. So let's go to ICP hubs because they are all set for Rare Evo Las Vegas. Dfinity and ICP hubs and the entire ICP ecosystem are joining forces. Come visit our booth near the main stage. That tripped me out because of the ads. But I might be checking this out. Let's look at what this exactly is, because I guess Rare Evo 24. A blockchain event. Okay. That's all. Rare Evo. There's a hackathon. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, Charles Hoskinson's going to be there. No offense to Cardano, but I'm a Cardano guy too. I don't see it really. Rare Evo, Caesar's Palace. Man, I wish Dom was going to be there. I don't know. There might be like a bare knuckle fight if it's Dom and Charles there. Okay. When is this thing? Oh, I think it already done happened. Yeah, this is already happening. So it looks like I'm not going to this one. I did want to go and see what this is all about, but never know. So now, speaking of Bitcoin, as these guys talk about Bitcoin, you can come check this out. It's on Sin City Crypto. Watch Kyle Langham's interview over here. It's pretty good. At least the part with the Chainky Bitcoin. I really like that part. But yeah, so Bitcoin is integrated with the internet computer. Now that Bitcoin has ordinals and runes, there is a new technology that emerges, right? New technology creates new technology, and that's what happened. With ordinals and runes came cross-chain collaboration, and it's done with threshold snore. And these are going to be the use cases for Bitcoin. Multi-sig wallets. multiple sign-offs for security. So you can add an added layer of security for the Bitcoin ICP cross-chain collaboration, cross-chain integration. DeFi, secure cross-chain lending. This is going to be amazing. The lending and borrowing on Bitcoin with CK Bitcoin, yes, please. With runes, yes, please. Yes, that's all I have to say about it. This is another reason. How could you not be bullish on the internet computer with technology like this? Bitcoin is the #1 crypto, and we can access Bitcoin in seconds. If you use Bitcoin, use runes, Lightning Network, you're going to pay fees. Not going to be as much. It'll be fast, but it's still not going to be as fast as the internet computer. If you want to interact with something outside of Bitcoin, they will also have to integrate with the Lightning Network. And yeah, it's just not as fast and cheap as the internet computer. And when it comes to DeFi, when it comes to DApps, okay, you're going to have to pay those, smart contract fees because it's not a reverse gas model. So you're with Bitcoin layer 2s, there's going to end up being some smart contract fees for some DeFi, and so this is going to be another reason why you're going to want to use the internet computer. It's also integrated with Ethereum, and imagine all those gas fees that you're going to be saving with Ethereum. I mean, it's just insane what this crypto does. Internet computer is like Bitcoin 3.0, like Ethereum 3.0. It's the 3rd generation blockchain. You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, and then you have the internet computer. They all have brought original technology that has never been used. It's just like, email, then you have your, websites, and then you have your Web3, right? So it's just layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, but not in the sense of built layers, but the foundation layers of crypto. So data validation, verified block header data. So this will make it more technically competent, more code resilient, and just more scalable. So that's good, and make sure that there's nothing going on with the blocks or anything. So collectibles, mint ordinals, runes, and BRC20 tokens. So that's really interesting that you're going to be able to have cross-chain ordinal interaction, rune interaction, and BRC20 interactions. Smart contracts submit transactions across chains. So you can interact directly with Bitcoin on the internet computer without using a cross-chain bridge. Very, very good. This technology is just the first in many that are being built on the internet computer, that are built, that are being utilized. So all we need is the liquidity now. All of this technology is not just going to go to waste. There's no other blockchain that can do anything close to what the internet computer can do. I've seen some pretty cool use cases for CKB. I've seen some pretty good use cases for Ethereum, but they all have, except CKB has some pretty interesting stuff. But a lot of the other ones, they just have a lot of, I don't even know what this, just things that make it not either fun to use, not worth using, or being anything that, can compete with what the internet computer has, except the liquidity. And that's the only thing it's missing. It already has the infrastructure, the foundation built, and now it just needs the liquidity. That's all we need. So how do you become an ICP millionaire? It's pretty simple. This guy said it the best, and I'm just going to retweet live for you here. How do you become an ICP millionaire? Well, buy ICP. Then what? Buy ICP. Well, then what? Buy ICP. Then what? And then at the very end, he forgot one. Next year, sell ICP. So if you just buy ICP like this per week, buy ICP this week, buy ICP next week, buy ICP on Epic DAO. Trade your CKF for ICP. So you want to trade your Bitcoin. So let's talk about that for a second. I say it's not smart to trade crypto for crypto. And what I'm talking about is altcoin for altcoin. Now, if you have a meme coin that just pumped 100%, it does matter about what's happening in the market too. So if you have an altcoin that just pumped 1,000%, let's say not 100, 1,000%, you're sitting big in your profit. You still believe in that meme coin though. You think it's going to do another 1,000%. Well, what I would do is I would take all of my profit out of there. all of my profit, leave my original investment, the exact amount that I put in. Say I put in $1,000, it 100x, I now have $100,000. So I would probably take about $99,000 out, leave my original investment because it already pumped 1,000x. Why would I be holding it? Okay, then I would put that 99,000 in Bitcoin and other cryptos. Now say Bitcoin pumps 20%. We go to $80,000 now. Bitcoin goes to a new all-time high. Now it kind of levels out. Oh, Bitcoin's going to 200,000 now. No. Okay, I'm going to have a small amount. Say I put 50,000 of that into the Bitcoin. It went up to 80,000. I made, a nice $20,000 profit or whatever, I made on that 15,000 or so. So what I would do is I would take all of the profit, okay, or the original investment, because the profit, whatever's more, the profit or the original investment is what I would take out. So the original investment was 50,000. I went to 80,000. I made 15,000 on that. I would take 50,000 out. Now I have $15,000 in Bitcoin that I didn't even pay for. It's free money. It's called profit. So I just leave that. I still believe in Bitcoin. It could go to 120, 140, but I'm taking that 50K out. Now ICP, it's $10 at the time, whatever, but it goes up with Bitcoin a little bit. We're at $10. Now I take that $50,000. I put maybe 25, 30,000 of it in ICP. Boom. Okay. So that's how you do it. And that's all profit from that meme coin. So if you make money in one crypto, not an altcoin though, because you're risking it. Now, if an altcoin, say ICP, let's say Cardano, let's say Jasmy. Let's say Jasmy, 250 X's. You have about 10,000 in there. You got 200, you have 1,000. Yeah, so you have $250,000 with 250 X's. Well, not that. Okay, that's way too much. 25 X's. At 25 X's, you have 1,000 in there. You make $25,000. Now, I would think about moving some of that crypto, not all of it, but if I made, $25,000 off of 1,000, I would probably take 15,000 out because Jasmy is still good. But that's the only case. If you're like, okay, this crypto isn't moving, this crypto moved a bit, I'm going to try to get $1,000 profit. No, because you're going to lose. The one you sell is going to go up, and the one that you didn't sell is going to go down. Now, when crypto's down like this, when we're at $7, you could consider, like, if you have Solana, to go into ICP, because Solana is only going to go to 500. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Like I was saying earlier, I don't really recommend, but if you're like a degen and you're like, okay, I want to move crypto from one altcoin to another, those are the only cases I could ever see as being a legit reason where you're not going to hate yourself for doing it. And so if it does go up, you have about a 10% chance that the crypto that you traded the one crypto for is going to go up and the other one goes down, but a 90% chance that you're actually going to either lose money or the crypto that you just sold is going to go up and the other one is not going to do nothing. So I would definitely be careful on that one. Okay. So we'll get to questions again at the end. Let's get into some price now. And guys, this is good news. This low volume, when we're not moving in price, I do not care about volume. This is going to be the biggest indicator of when we're going to be moving. Ooh, we overtook another crypto. We're at 24 now. We were at 25. That's good news. That we're down at $7. That means we're outperforming other cryptos in the top 25, which is really good, especially that we're not moving. Look at this week. Like, for real, we haven't done anything this week. We've had little, not a whole lot this month. I mean, yeah, we were at 10, but if we even go look before that, we were sitting right down here at the same price over here. So we had a little pump and then boom. But this little amount of volume is really bullish in my opinion, because there could be a sell-off first, because when we only have this amount of volume, 200, 300, 400 million come in and we're going to pump to $12. I mean, look at this. We had like 200-300 million. Then we had some 600 million somewhere. I just saw that 600. Yeah. Right here at the top. So that was probably a lot of selling. That's why the volume. Yeah. There was big selling. This was the unlock. This is what happened before the unlock. They pumped the unlock, big selling. But as you see before, look at the volume. Hold on. Oh, damn, not there. over here, sorry. Look at this, 50 million. And it goes to 100 million when it comes down here because people are buying. Now look at this volume just go up to 150 mil. And we really start pumping. So that's the good thing is when we get to these big prices, when it's not selling and people are selling at the bottom over here, these are weak hands like, oh, ICP is going to keep going down. Yeah, for the short term, that's how crypto works. Welcome to the bull market. We get this big move up to $21 and then we go all the way back down, but it's not the bear market. This is the bear market. You can see over here, the bear market. Okay, but we're in the bull market now. So we don't even go back to that, but we do retest the first part of the bull market. That's what happens in crypto. We test this right here, the first big move right here, the first plateau, 719. And look where we're sitting, 703. So this, I'm bullish. Like when it comes to the charts, I'm not talking about the technicals. I've always been bullish on the technicals, but or the fundamentals. I've always been bullish on the fundamentals, and the technicals are supporting that. Yeah, we're at a good level. You know, this volume right here started to climb, and as you see, once we start hitting these big volumes, we spike up. It's time to move, and this big amount of volume will come into the market. It's not in any crypto right now. Let's look. Big volume is not in crypto right now. We have Hoboy token, HTX. I think that's what it turned into. The Hoboy token is now HTX. But I mean, we're not doing anything. 2%, 3%. Bitcoin's going up 3%. We should be seeing 20% for altcoins. Jasmine at 1%. You know, the market is just not having any volume. If you don't believe me, let's go look at the volume of the entire market. Okay, where's that volume? Right here. So, of course, we got Bitcoin. Oh, that's not cash. Where's cash? Oh, no. Darn it. It's doing an amount. Where's cash? Oh, no. There we go. Volume. There we go. Oh, it doesn't even tell. Oh, well. So, damn. That really sucks. All right. Well, let's just look at individual ones. Oh, it is. Okay. How did I miss that? I don't know what's going on here with me today. I'm sorry. The volume's right there. I am tripping right now. Okay. Anyway, let's look at this volume now that my brain started working again. 1.5 billion, not a whole lot for BNB, honestly. 2.6 billion for Solana, not that great. This is going to be the big one, Tether. We see this upwards of 96, 100 billion. 48 billion is not too bad. But that's just everyday volume for Tether, because this is what everybody uses to buy every crypto with, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, and this is what they sell their Bitcoin and Ethereum to is USDT. When you have a lot of money, you don't want to do that into cash right away. I imagine the fees. So XRP under $1 billion, that's crazy. To see XRP under $1 billion, what? Wow, a ton of coin, 500 mil. Yeah, this is Dogecoin only at 520. Cardano sitting at 330. That's about normal for Cardano. This is pretty low for TRX. Now look at Avalanche, only 180 million. This is super low, 159 million for Shiba. That's pretty normal for Bitcoin Cash. Normally 300 or more though. Polkadot, 100 million. What is going on here? There is no volume. Litecoin. Wow. DAI, that's pretty good. 92. No, not really. Near Caspa, only 70. Look at this volume. It's garbage. 57 mil. Pepe's doing big. I wouldn't touch that coin with a 10-foot pole. Look at 14% down in the last 7 days. I'm good on that one. Aptos, yeah. So this volume's garbage. Monero only at 40 million. Whoa. 4.4 billion. What is this? First Digital USD. Never heard of that one. Kronos. I mean, 7 million. What? $7 million? 2 million? Look at that weird volume. Okay. So weird. Now, for ICP's charts, Okay, we have this massive falling wedge here. We did break out and then tested it and went right back under, tested it again. And we tested the bottom of it with a wick. So yes, we tested the bottom of it over here, and then it broke to the downside. So this is a very strong trend line. This is a very, very strong trend line. So when we break out of this trend line, we're at least going back up, I would say, to $10.20. So that's the bullish part. On the daily, we are testing or getting, we're above it. We're above the volume on the daily for the average volume. That could be bullish. It's not the biggest indicator like the weekly one, which we are far below. It's at 44.69. We're at 41. We need to get above this in order to be bullish again. This was a very good cool-off period, though. A very good cool-off period. We're going to skyrocket, guys. When this breaks, when we get above that, 1050 area up here, 1070, break this, it's going to be crazy after that. We're going to see some big gains. But for now, we're just, kind of trending down in this line. And kind of just bouncing off this section right here and then kind of plateauing. And it could be a descending triangle. There is some bearishness. I'm a bull, but I have to show you everything that I see in the market. This is a descending triangle, which is a continuation pattern to the downside. So let's actually get everything off of here so we can look at this a little more in depth. Because this is a very, very bearish sign. If it plays out. And I don't think it will. I think this is a very strong area of support. But we're testing right now. We're squeezing in here. So we're going to know within the next day or so, if we break out of here with some volume, we could end up, back up here at 770, testing that area. If we do break to the downside, I think it'll be just a wick. And I think we're going to go somewhere back down to this $6 level. I think even if this breaks to the downside, it's only going to be a very temporary, falling wedge or this descending triangle. But we have that big falling wedge that we break to the upside. Now let's look at that in conjunction. This price where it could break down, if it does, at 673. Hold on, 676. So look at 676, and then let's look at the bottom of this falling wedge here. I just wanted you to get a good look at that descending triangle that we're kind of dealing with. Whoops. Right there. So I could see us. I don't think we're going to break this falling wedge bottom. So this look at it, where it tested this area right here. The falling wedge bottom is going to be right here at about $6. And that's a definite possibility that we go down and we touch the bottom of this falling wedge at $6. And I would be buying a whole shitload of ICP at that point. I mean, I'd be selling the house, the cars, the kids, everything, and investing it in ICP. So no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't sell your kids. Do not sell your kids for ICP. You will regret it. But it's a good buy right now. Definitely a good buy at 702, and even better buy at $6. But it's not guaranteed we're going to $6. So I wouldn't bet the house at $7, but I would definitely be, putting my paycheck into ICP at this point, for sure. Now, if we look at the 4-hour, we can give you a little shorter term prediction. We do have a bear flag. It's not going to happen, though. Bear flag is not happening. We would see, it would go to like negative $1 or something. But it does look like we're testing this breakout of this descending triangle right now. We went up to about 717, and we're trying to break out. We just need a little bit of volume for ICP at number 24. We beat out Pepe. That's look at all that volume. So 716 million volume. That's a lot of sell volume. That's what people are dumping their Pepe, because it's a meme coin. Like, oh shoot, there's not enough money to be made here anymore. So yeah, But my technical analysis is, yeah, we're breaking out, but I would watch this point right here at this, $5-ish level, $6-ish level, especially if, this descending triangle breaks this 670 and we go down and we test. Look at it, test this line right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times right here. It bounced off my line. So, and that's on a different time frame. That's how you know it's legit, when your time frames from the daily to the 4-hour match very, very well, where it tests that, and then it goes down right to this 627 level that we're holding, and then that's going to be a support at 627 all the way going across. It's a horizontal support, and then we have this descending support as well. So this area is not, I don't think it's going to break. We could see it wick like this. We could see a couple of wicks, but I don't think we're going to get a candle close below that. And for the upside, I mean, there isn't a whole lot to be said for technical indicators to the upside right now. We have a symmetrical triangle right here. Look at that. So symmetrical triangle. Tested the downside of that. Let's just bring this out a little further. So the market is very neutral right now. That's what a symmetrical triangle means. It means the market doesn't know if it won't. Look at that. So yeah, right there. The market, and as you see, it just kind of topped at this a little bit, wicked up, touched this resistance right here. But yeah, this is a symmetrical triangle. We have a descending triangle. The market does not know what it wants to do right now, and I'll show you why. The whales are neutral. That's why. So when you see, why did that happen? When you see a symmetrical triangle and you also see the whales are neutral, now you know why. So we'll take some more questions. I'll look at Jasmine on another video. Sorry, guys. I have a lot of stuff. Ooh, big cup and handle. I didn't see a big cup and handle. I mean, this could be. You're right, actually. Hold on. Let me bring it back over here for a second. That could be a cup and handle, and that's why I love my community. Because I can't see everything, guys. I'm only one person, but we could have a cup and handle here on the 4-hour, which would be right here. I don't know if this is the one you were talking about, but this is a legit cup and handle possibility. It doesn't go all the way up to the top of the cup, but hey, let's look at the daily. Let's see if we see anything else. Nah, I don't see a cup and handle there. But I do see this weekly is going to tell us a lot, because this is a big downtrend, right? We started an uptrend here, kept going back to the same price, tested it. So we could have some sort of like an inverse head and shoulders here on the weekly, actually. Maybe not. It doesn't look as good when I look at it. Okay. Yeah. We could have some sort of a inverse head and shoulders right here. Let's look at this a little closer. Yeah, I mean, this is the weirdest looking inverse head and shoulders I've ever seen. But we have the shoulder over here. But I don't. Is this whole thing considered the shoulder? And then the head goes lower. So the left shoulder's higher, the head's lower as a neckline. And then we have the other shoulder right here. So if we go and we do break above 722, we could see the price. It's a really weird, and I wouldn't put a lot of faith into this inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. But that could bring us up to a nice level of about $8, which, as you see, this is an area we previously wicked up to before, this exact level that we're. So this is a possibility. We could see $8 very soon. Very, very soon. All right, let's see. Oh, the Chihuahuas. I miss the Chihuahuas. Your dog stable at 7. Yeah, ICP is a stable coin now at $7. No, I'm just kidding. They're getting ready to print more money, more liquidity into the markets. That happened with the stimulus, and crypto went way up. So it can be bad for inflation, it can be bad for the market, or it can be good for the market, just bad for inflation. So it all depends where the market psychology is at the time. Zoom out. Oh, you said zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Oh, big cup in hand. Okay, when in doubt, zoom out. Oh my God. You think? I think it went too low. Yeah, it went too low. I do see what you're talking about though. I mean, but it went too low. It went back down like to, yeah. I think if it would have stopped right here, this would have been a great cup and handle right here. But yeah, that's funny. I didn't see that. Let's get back over here. Okay, guys, we're going to call it a night. Hype and good news only brings ICP down. How about we all stop talking about it? I bet that's when it explodes. Vote Trump. The economy will explode and people will have more money to invest. That's a fact. Okay. Yeah, that was the weekly, I believe, wasn't it? Oh, no, it wasn't. Weekly. Yeah, not on the weekly either. It just went too low, but I saw what you're talking about. It would have been the same on the daily too. Guys, that's all I'm gonna have. I have to go to work again on a Friday night. But yeah, just wish me luck on everything. I hope you become a crypto millionaire. The first millionaire that is made, I want you to be here live as soon as you made your first $1 million. I want you on my channel to show that my channel is valid and is going to make people rich if they understand the market and if crypto does what we want it to. All right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bye.